Welcome to Retro Skill Modelling. This is part 4 of Revell Star Trek Kazon fighting ship. Scale is 1 to 458. In this part, I'm going to be finishing the main hull assembly and then getting on to the painting and the detail painting before decals. So let's jump into this and see how well I get on. The first thing to do is to paint certain areas of the ship. So I'm giving it the first coat of the paint mix, which is Humbrol 171 Antique Bronze, 12 Copper and 70 Brick Red. And that's all a 33 paint mix. And as I said in previous videos, this is the mainstay, the main colour of the ship. Now the reason why I'm painting now is because the two panels that I'm about to put on, you can see through them, and so it needs to have the base color placed on. So you can see here the panels go on and these prongs bridge over onto the hull. So there's no way I'm getting my brush into those little recesses that the parts create, and hence why I'm securing them now. The contact points for these are quite small. I've already taken away the paint, so I get a good bond on this. But like the other ship, parts of the ship, it took quite a long time for it to bond and to get stable before moving on to the next process. And that's mainly due to the thickness of the plastic and the actual shape of the part itself. But once it was on and secure, there was time to put down the main coats of paint. So I put down, I think it was up 3 coats of paint for this colour, just building up that bronze, that dark bronze colour. And then it's on to Humbrol RC 420 orange lining for the highlighted parts here. I'm not sure what areas the ship these are called, but there's just the little parts around the ship that have this colour. Next I'm using Humbrol's RC 405 GWR green for the side panels here. Again, I'm not sure what they're for. Initially I thought they were some sort of window, but then they're different colours, so I'm not sure. And for the next panel along, it's Humbrol's RC 418 EWS red, and it's the same colour for the opposite panel. Next I'm using Humbrol's 53 gun metal. This is for this raised panel here, but I'm not putting this as a solid colour. I want it as a sort of washed out colour, so there's only one coat of a very thin coat going on. And I'm also using the 53 gun metal to paint the raised areas that on these panels as a highlighted colour. I don't know whether that's necessarily correct or not, but I like the contrast it's given me. And then once everything is dry, I'm given a clear coat of pledge, clear polish or varnish. That's all the main colours painted on now. There's not that many colours on the kit itself, so in that respect it's quite easy to achieve a good look. Next are the decals. Like you can see, I fast forward this up. There's not that many decals to go on, and they're going on the normal way with some warm water to soften them up. Then I'm using microset as the decal solution. Some of the decals are small, particularly around this area here. I think these are windows and not the larger panels that I originally thought. I'm now using Humbrol's dark grey wash for the entirety of the ship. I only put this on once the varnish is completely dry, of course. If you ever used washes before, they're very good for changing the tone and the highlighting areas of a particular area. But you really have to make sure that your varnish, and you only use gloss varnish beforehand, and your wash will take effect. If you are removing any wash, you generally do this with thinner. Just be careful, because you don't want to start taking the top layers of paint off. So you can see here the wash starting to take effect. Now I always try and brush in one direction as well. If you're using a heuristic, try and do that because it creates a sort of airflow and meshes everything together. If you paint in different directions, the paint effect will just look wrong. Now, depending on how much you want to put on, can also add to the weathering process. I concentrate on the hard edge areas and put a little bit more on so I've got a darker tone. That way I don't have to worry about any more pigments to go on. And the last thing to do is to assemble the stand. So as you can see, I put the cement on the underside so it's not going to seep out onto the paintwork. I will add a little bit onto the root as well just to make sure, but it should be okay. And this is where I'll end part 4 as I'm fitting the stand, and that will complete the build. So the next video will be the final reveal. So if you haven't done so already, why don't you check out the channel for my other builds? I'm sure there's something there by now that may hold your interest. If not, just let me know and I'll see what I can do, if I can build something that you'd like to see. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you, as well please. That way you'll be kept up to date, not only for this final reveal in the next video, but obviously all the future builds as well, of course. Hit the like button, don't be afraid to leave a comment, and of course you can share the video. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Bye bye.